Hello guys, welcome to my channel and welcome to today's video. So today I'm going to make a cover. I've already had a practice for the bird journal and this is what I've come up with. It's fabric here and then it's book page collaged inside. As you can see, it's really quite grungy looking. So I just had a little play around. I followed a tutorial by Yvonne Preston and I will leave a link in my description to her channel. It's a little bit, it's not hard, it's just drying time really. Obviously on camera I'm going to try and use my heat gun where I can, but I let this dry by itself yesterday, so it took me like a good few hours to make because I let it dry by itself. But we'll see how we get on, and this is probably the one that I'm going to use for my journal. I can still feel it's a little bit damp there where I've put that piece of fabric down the centre. So let's get started then. So I've used an Amazon packaging box and I've just cut it down to size and I've just created a little spine there, and I'll tell you what my journal's gonna, this cover's gonna measure. It's 5 1/4 by just over 7.5 inches, and what I did was I sort of tried to, I put it into my scoreboard. Let's get my scoreboard and I'll show you. It was a bit difficult with the cardboard, but I just had a little play with it. What I did was I got into the scoreboard and the middle, where are we here? Where's my spine? I put it in and I found the middle, and then I just went 1/2 inch either side and scored down just to create a 1-inch spine. Now if you want to do it any bigger, obviously just go a little bit bigger each side. It was hard to try and manipulate it, and then what I've done is I've just gone along with my bone folder along each of the, you know, the score lines, just to create a spine. So like I said, if you want it a bit bigger, just score your lines a bit further away from the centre. And then I'm going to use a piece of fabric for the front cover. This is just, it was an old pillowcase that I picked up from a charity shop. It has been washed and that and dried, and this is what I'm going to use. It doesn't matter, it's quite thin, it's only very thin cotton. So first of all, to start off with, I've got some vintage book pages, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear, you know, all the outside off. So we've just got the text. Now I think this is actually in a foreign language, this book. I'm not sure if it's French, so I am normally quite mindful when I'm doing a collage about, you know, any inappropriate words or anything, but I wouldn't know with this one. But most of it, as you can see, well, you can still read it, but I'm going to grunge it up again and ink it up. So yeah, so I've just ripped some papers. These are quite a decent thickness on these book pages. I didn't want them too thin because I didn't want them all to rip. So let's just rip some more then. I'm not sure how many we'll need. You know, and if you want to do your cover bigger, then just do it bigger. I thought that would be big enough for my journal. Right, how many have we got there? Let's try those and let's see how we get on with them, and I can always rip some more. So what we're going to do, so that's my outside, so this is going to be my inside. Before we start doing that, what we'll do is we'll work on the fabric because it can be drying a little bit. So what I did, this, please excuse this old towel, it's just what I use for spraying on and inking on, just protects my desk. So put your fabric down, okay. I've cut around it so I've got quite a big border, you know, to work with, like that, quite a big space. So what we're going to do is I've got some coffee in a spray here, and we're just going to spray. It's not very good, this sprayer, to be honest. In fact, it's absolutely rubbish. It was like this yesterday. I think you need to spray it from quite a way, so I'm just going to do it like this. You could always get a sponge. I mean, if you've got a proper spray bottle, you're probably better off spraying it, but I don't know why this spray is not working. But this is going to get covered up with gesso, but you just want a bit of a base. And like I said yesterday, well a few days ago when I had a practice with that cover, I let everything dry on its own, so it took me like nearly all day to do it, but obviously we can't do that on camera. So what I'll try and do is pause it when I've got the heat gun on, and then you don't have to sit and listen to that because it's annoying, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have to invest in. I have got other spray bottles. Let's see if it'll spray any now. Come on. I'm thinking it's the way I'm holding the bottle, but no, it doesn't want to spray that, does it? So I'll have to just carry on with. Do you know what I've got? Let's just put that there a minute. I've got a little sponge here. That's better. Let's just dab over it. I didn't want to saturate it really, but with the spray bottle not working, I've not really got much choice. Like I said, this is going to be covered up with colour anyway. It's just a base coat, this. Let's put a bit up there. It's quite strong, this coffee. I've made it quite strong. Right, I think that should be okay, to be honest now, because I am going to put other layers on. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and dry this off with my heat gun. So let's just put that back on there, and then we don't spill that everywhere. We don't want coffee everywhere. Right, so I'm just going to turn on my heat gun and try and dry off this fabric. I think I'm going to try my clear gesso today so we can keep the colour. I'm putting this on just to sort of prime it, and so hopefully my sprays will stick better. So if you've not got clear gesso, just use your white gesso, but I'm just going to do this and just see what the difference is in the end when I've finished, just to have a look, because I think I'll probably use that one that I've already made for my journal. So we'll have a little play with this, and like I said, if you've not got clear gesso, then just use your white gesso. Just painting all over it. I'm just thinking then we'll have that base colour of tea at the coffee at the bottom. I don't really need to go all around to the edges because my journal, I'm not going to use the edges of the fabric, I don't think. So it's just, these are great brushes. These I buy from the Works. They're really good for this kind of thing. I think you get 3 for £2. Yeah, they're really nice for using with your gesso and glue, gel medium and that. Right. I just remembered that I had the clear gesso, so I thought let's try it and let's just see what the difference is. Right, okay, so that's a good coat of clear gesso on there. Right, I've got a piece of just this paper here. What we'll do is we'll put it on and try and give it some drying time whilst we move on to the next step. So I'm just going to put that behind me for a bit. Right, let's just put the lid on there for a minute. I'm just going to get a wipe. Should have got some water, really, a jug of water to put. Just wipe it over for now because I'm going to use it again. Right, okay, so let's get the cover then. So which is going to be the front? Does it really matter? Right, so we're going to start on the inside, and this is where we're just going to collage our book pages onto here. So I've got some gel medium. I haven't got much left. I've had to get my Mod Podge out as well, just in case I need to use that as well. So just put a nice coat of gel medium or Mod Podge, whatever it is you're using. I have just ordered another one, but I don't know how long it'll take to come. I'm not sure whether it was on Prime or not. Right, so then what we're going to do is we're just going to get one of the book pages and we're going to put them on, but I'm going to leave quite a bit hanging at the top so we can tuck it over. And then I'm just going to go over the book pages as well. So let's get another one, and the same, just try and leave some hanging over the top so that you can fold it over. Yeah, I really like these brushes. They're very good for this kind of work. I mean, if you want to collage smaller pieces, then obviously just cut your papers down a little bit. I'm going to put that there like that. Much there. Let's just spread that over there. It's a little piece down here. Let's just rip that. Oh, I've actually not gone over the edge on this side, have I? So I'll have to put another piece of paper on there. I've gone right to the edge. I'm telling you to leave space to, you know, to fold over, and I'm not doing it myself, am I? So let's just put another piece on, just like that. It doesn't matter, it'll just be a bit thicker. Just to have a neat edge on the inside, and the same with this one. A little tiny piece there, I'll patch that up in a minute. Okay. Should just have enough gel medium to do this project, hopefully. Yeah, I think Yvonne said she watched Barbara from 49 Dragonflies make hers. That's whose tutorial she followed. Yeah, and then I followed Yvonne's. I haven't had a look at Barbara's, to be honest, so I'll have to go and have a look at that. I do like watching 49 Dragonflies, which is really good. Okay, want some down here. Let's just put that little piece off. Don't need it all, do we? That's better. Trying to remember to leave some to tuck under. Right, we need a piece there. Let's just make a straight edge with that. I'm just going to get another book page with, oh hang on, I've got one here. Let's just rip that across. Where's my ruler? Oh, for a bigger desk. Get rid of them. Yep. Okay, so let's just put that there. Right, so as you can see, I've missed a little piece there. Let's have another little piece. Just rip a tiny piece off. So as you can see, I've just collaged that paper onto, oh that's too much, onto there. And then I'm just going to paint over it with my gel medium just to make sure it's stuck. I am going to stitch around my journal cover anyway. So that what we've got on the other side, it's like that, so we'll be able to fold in all the papers, you know, tuck it up. I think, I'm not too sure about this one here, whether I need to go a little bit. Let's just have another piece of paper. I've not left very much at the bottom to tuck under. big enough. Let's just try and put that on there. That's better. Just then I've got enough space all the way around to fold it over. Right, so what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put on my heat gun. It'll probably take me a good 10 minutes to dry this off, and you don't want to sit and listen to that, do you? So I'll put on my heat gun. Oh, hang on, we've got a little bit of a space there. Let's just get another piece. Just put that down there. I didn't spot that little space. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put on my heat gun. It's almost dry. It's still a bit sticky, but we'll turn over and we'll do this side. So all we're going to do is fold up the papers and glue them down. So let's hope we've got enough of this left in here. I think I need a smaller brush for this. Let's just put some glue on there. Yeah, so just bring your papers up, do it quite tight, and just go right round the outside and just glue your papers up. Right, I'm going to fold that in like that if I can. Just fold in my corner sort of over. I didn't realise it was so low on the gel medium, otherwise I would have ordered one before now. Okay, like we said, we're going to cover, this is going to be covered with the fabric, but if we can make it as neat as we can, then it will look better, won't it? So again, I'm just going to fold in my corner like that. Yeah, it took me ages deciding what I was going to do. I was faffing around thinking, should I do just a fabric cover with that William Morris paper, or oh yeah, and then I thought, no, let's do this. I think this might look nice for a change, because the journal's quite grungy, so I thought this cover would work well, to be honest. Just try and make sure you know, push your papers right up. That's coming off there, I don't know why. That's it. I don't think I've put enough glue on. It's very sticky, this gel medium, very sticky. Again, I'm just going to fold down my corner. Okay, like that. Just the neater you can make the corners, the nicer it'll finish, isn't it? So take your time with it, you know, don't rush with it. As you can see, I've got layers and layers of paper here. I don't think we need all this. But we'll just fold it up, it doesn't matter. This corner is a bit chunky. Let's glue that bit down there first. And then we can leave this to dry for a little bit and start on the spraying on the fabric. Right, let's just try and put that up. I mean, it's not all equal all the way around, but like I said, the fabric's going to go over the top of it, so you're not going to. Right, so ideally now I could do with leaving this to just dry on its own. So there we go, and then we'll have to just sort of manipulate the spine back in. I've actually missed a little piece there. I can see a little tiny piece of, let's just get a little piece of book page, because that will annoy me if I don't fix it, if I leave it. And you need a little piece. Right, that will do. Let's just put that on. Yeah, I've just spotted it there, just a little tiny piece, but it will get on my nerves if I leave it. That's better. It looks a different colour, doesn't it? That's going to be on the spine anyway, I think, yeah. So, okay. Right, okay then, so what we'll do now is we'll put this over there to dry for a little bit, and then I'll finish off with the heat gun when we've done some of the sprays. Let's put the lids on these. Just about got enough there, didn't I, to... I will wash these brushes properly when I've finished, it's just for now. Right, let's just wipe this glue off my desk, because I don't want sprays everywhere. I'll keep that piece of paper under. So all I'm going to do now is come in with some of my sprays. I've got quite a few blue ones here. I'm going to start with Stormy Sky. I'm just going to spritz. Yep. I'm going to try my very best to keep my hands clean. I'm going to come in, I've got this weathered wood. This is a distress spray stain, that was an oxide. I'm not too sure what this colour is, to be honest, but let's... Oh, that's nice colour. I like that colour. Right, so let me just... You wipe your nozzles on your sprays before you put your lids back on and that, otherwise you'll never get them, they'll start clogging up. Right, I'm just going to dry that colour off for a little bit first before I put any more on. Okay, so that's dried off a little bit, so let's get the next colour. Which one? Let me just get rid of that bit of paper off there. I'm going to come in with this new prized ribbon. It's the new Distress Oxide colour. I'm just going to... I'm not that overly keen on that one, to be honest. And then I'm going to come in with my faded jeans. Right, I think that's enough of that. So I'm just going to dry off again. I won't be a minute. Where's my heat gun? Okay, so I'm going to bring in this antique linen. I'm not sure what this is like. I'm just going to try a little bit. Yeah, just put a little bit of this on. Just knock back the blue a little bit. Yeah, I like that. That looks nice, because there is a little bit of yellow in the kit. It looks more yellow, doesn't it? So I'm just going to dry off again. I won't be a minute. Okay, and finally I've got my gold mica spray. Just give it a good shake. This is just a homemade one with some mica and water. Nothing fantastic. I'm just going to spray a little bit. Okay, of that. Right, I think what I'm going to do now, guys, is I think I'm going to stop the video here. Let's just get rid of that for a minute. Because ideally I would like to leave this to dry a couple of hours on its own. And then this one to dry as well. Because this is soaking wet. It's going to take a good few hours for this to dry. So I think we'll stop the video there. And then when it's all dry, I will film the second half. So as always, guys, thank you so much for stopping by to watch, and come along and join me if you're not already subscribed to my channel. If you decide to do so, don't forget to hit that little bell which will notify you when I upload any new videos. So until next time, guys, take care and happy crafting. Bye.